feels good.
Turn that up.
I love it here. I love it.
I hate it here.
Do you? It's the office, bro. Hardly any hesitation. As always, I'm Fro.
I'm So.
This is episode
41.
41. Sounds like 42.
It feels like that because we've been recording a lot, but it's
Okay.
41.
All right. 41.
Don't know.
41.
I'll say this. We've been some pretty busy guys lately.
I know. We've been crushing it.
Cranking out hour-long episodes.
Content.
And for those that don't know, an hour-long episode basically means 4 hours of work.
Correct.
Like Instagram posts.
Yep.
All the social media we have to go through.
YouTube, Twitter,
YouTube,
Patreon, website.
converting the videos and editing the audios. So it's a lot of work.
It is.
So an hour long, think of it as a 4 hour long. So we're doing that for you.
Hey, 4 times a week.
So give me money. That's what this conversation is about. Give me monies.
Yeah.
I need more monies.
Maybe 5 times a week with Savage Rounds. Go listen to Savage Rounds episode 2. Out.
Second episode was good. They're picking it up.
Yeah, they're getting there, man.
They're getting there.
MMA, bro.
Look, you know what we do? We find talent
At
the ground floor.
I'm a headhunter.
At the
I'm a headhunter. Damn it, give me the woo. Hey, man.
That works.
Thank you. Did we get rid of the woo?
We don't have the woo on this one.
All right.
I was asking you. You didn't
Cut
decide.
the episode. Let me get the woo. All right. On this episode of Hardly Any Hesitation, we will be covering free agency winners and losers, coaches. So far.
It's important to note. Still
So
some
far.
moves to be made.
So far. But, I mean, majority of it's done.
Most of the big ones are gone.
Exactly. So, coaches / QBs on the hot seat. And then we will also be covering guys we expect to make a jump or regress in year 2 or in the upcoming year, I guess,
Yeah.
too. So we're
Plenty
gonna
of content.
Plenty of content. Look forward to our NFC North free agency
So for a GM show where we
My
make
bad.
every team a contender.
There you go. And
Except for a couple teams. There's
yeah,
really
there's
no hope for you.
some really
Sorry.
tough ones out there. So look forward to that, as well as our NFC free agency cover, which we'll be releasing later this week as well.
100%. All right.
Let's get
Do you want
into
to go
it.
through winners or losers first?
So let's go back and forth.
Okay.
I think you can start. Pick your winner.
I'm going to say the big winner of the free agency market. I'm going to go Pats. I was going to go Jags, and a lot of people are going to... PFF dudes would call me a clown for that take. That
Yeah,
the Pats
for
are
real.
number... Oh, you can't pay a double tight end. Shut up. Shut up on your stupid analytics. I don't
guys,
want to hear it this week.
There hasn't been a 12-man
Well, look,
personnel. in the
90% of the plays in the NFL are run out of spread. So that's where we should be heading. We don't need to draft running backs anymore.
NFL. What do we call that?
Nonsensical.
Taste breaker.
Yeah.
Come in. Come fight me in this phone booth with Jonnu Smith
Okay. The only
and
dude
Hunter Henry.
I feel like we could take almost every dude at PFF except for that big 6'6" dude.
Palazzo?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks scary.
And I think he was like a baseball dude. And he seems like he's got grown man. I bet Chris Collinsworth would give us a fight. Like a real one.
He's like
but the one
60.
with yeah, but he's like 6'6", bro.
True, and he did play professional football.
The one with the mustache, the pretty guy, also, I would take him.
Mike Renner can
I'll take
catch
both
my
of them.
fade, both of them.
We can fight individual 1v2.
Sure.
And I think I would take them.
For real. You're a goon, bro.
Number crunchers.
You're a goon.
I'm wearing a Mahler certified shirt. Certified.
Certified. Man, I'm bringing the energy today, boy.
Yeah. Well, it's about time.
I'm sweating.
It's about time. You haven't
Shut
brought
your
energy
mouth.
for about 5 shows now. I've had a conversation. Need to up the coffee intake.
Hey,
You know what?
HR got my
That's
rear
hilarious.
end, bro.
Just a little side take. I know we were talking about football, but just a little side take. If you listen to our summer episodes, the reason why we have so much energy, we're downing about 600 milligrams of coffee every day.
Oh my
A
god.
bang
Through
3 coffees,
Yeah.
and then usually some extra stuff like
a heavy cardiovascular exercise beforehand, big meal. We would typically fight one another, bare knuckle fist fight,
and talk about our issues with kangaroos and such,
and then just fight, and then just wrestle it out.
tons of
man.
energy.
Tons.
But yeah, back to the Pats. PFF dudes call me a fool. They spent a lot of money, second most guaranteed all time. I don't care. I think they address their biggest holes, and now going into the draft, they can either try to trade up for a quarterback or stick with Cam Newton and address like defense and go back to Bill Belichick's stronghold.
Sure.
So I think what they did was essentially made it so they're not drafting for need. They're not overdrafting positional need. They're drafting the best value on the board, which I think is the best spot to be in. I think that's where a lot of their bad draft picks have come from, like the N'Keal Harris. They know they need wide receivers. Is he worth a first rounder? Probably not. But you need a wide receiver. You don't know if he's going to be available at the back of the second round.
That's fair. That's a good take.
I've seen a lot of interesting takes too, because the Pats did seal up so many holes. Maybe they trade up a couple draft picks to go get a Justin Fields behind Cam Newton for a year. I would love it.
I don't hate it.
I would love it.
I don't hate it. That was one of my big winners, and I also put Pats / lovers of 12-man personnel.
Dude,
double tight.
We engineered this to happen.
Saying.
And then the Giants did it right back to us.
Bingo.
We started this trend. We did it.
Who's listening?
Giants are. For real, though.
The world.
Buenos Aires.
I'm huge in Korea.
I'm huge in Korea.
Not only in stature, but in popularity. I would be huge in Korea.
Yeah.
Though. No, I totally agree. My number one winner of free agency, Trent Williams.
Oh, you're going player.
I'm going player. I'm going to
thought we
throw
were
a
going
little
team.
curveball. Are there any rules? I didn't set down the rules.
I don't know if you know his actual contract breakdown.
Disgusting.
No. I think you're tripping about
6-year, $138 million.
Okay. But really, it's a 3-year contract.
I feel you. They like to throw that around, but the guaranteed money on top of a 32-year-old left tackle who has had injury issues. No, this is a great signing for him. I don't know if it's a great signing for the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah.
Now, it's a great signing for the San Francisco 49ers in the next 2 years. I don't understand paying a left tackle $23 million a year who is 32 years old, because, I mean, we had this conversation off air, but we look at like Marshall Yanda, 36, Joe Thomas, 36. What was the other name I threw out there?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Oh, Joe Staley, who Trent Williams replaced, was 36.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's so hard to expect guys to, I guess, redefine the age limitations on a certain position. Everyone points to Tom Brady. There's a reason why there's only been one Tom Brady. And that's because there is only one guy who can ever break the mold. Or
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So to expect a guy to play till he's 38, play the length of this contract, I mean, this is the last contract he'll sign.
I mean, I think it works in their offense, though. Like, it feels like they don't stress out their left tackles.
No.
Like most offenses do.
Yeah.
Because they're a lot of power formation sets.
But that's the thing.
And fullback.
Guys aren't, I know they signed Jusic back, but what I'm saying is the concern isn't pass pro. I understand they're not stressing his need to kick back and kick step, but there's a lot more wear and tear associated on your body.
With run block.
Exactly. So you putting your hand in the dirt and getting upfield and sealing off linebackers in their zone run Shanahan system, I mean, that's a lot more wear and tear.
Especially in an O-line heavy class.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't make sense to me.
If the class was very weak at O-line, I could understand it more.
I mean, honest to God, I could totally see like Rashawn Slater sliding to 12.
Yeah, no doubt.
Christian Darrisaw will be there, though.
Mm-hmm.
Or trade back if you're still wanting to stick with Jimmy G, and you could be in the back of the first round, let someone trade up for Mac Jones at that 12 spot, and you could definitely pick up one of those fringe first-round guys at the back of the first round. Mayfield, the kid out of Oklahoma State. So it's not a bad... I mean, I don't understand it. I'm going to be honest. But good for him. He's definitely a winner in this scenario.
Yeah. No, he definitely won free agency.
Huge.
Him and Dak Prescott.
That was... Thanks for addressing my other winner. All right. Give me a loser.
Loser. Plain and simple, it's the Bears. They lost heavily. Not in that
huge.
Just, I don't know if it's just the expectations that they created for themselves. They did it to themselves. Why they're the biggest loser. If the Bears had not gone in the sweepstakes of the quarterback market, the Deshaun market, the Russell Wilson market, then maybe, a signing like Andy Dalton, I could be like, you know what? I think that's an upgrade over Foles and Trubisky.
Sure.
It's not the upgrade they need.
The expectation.
They created an expectation of the moon. And you know what they gave us? They gave us a 2-story building.
Yep.
Like, they're like, we're going to build to the moon.
Mm-hmm. Call this Tower of Babylon. Nope. Or Babel.
Nope. Then they gave us a 2-story duplex. Solid.
Yeah.
I love a duplex.
Hey. But the Bears are still renting out a room, too.
A multifamily unit? You telling me?
They're renting out a room.
That's for those in the financial field, that's a money saver. I'm in love with duplexes.
What's the garage space?
It's a single car. Oh. No room for a gym. But
understood.
No, when you promise the moon and you deliver on a duplex, it's just not.
That was the thing. The limitations. And then they lose Kyle Fuller.
That too.
Akeem Hicks is still being shopped.
Aging. You kept down Robinson, which is like cool, but
what does that
throwing
mean?
To him?
Yeah, exactly.
So Bears are by far the losers. So
okay. My big loser were the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Really?
Yes.
I feel like they didn't really lose or win. They're in the middle of the pack.
No. I see them as big losers. This was the year to kind of cut Big Ben, kind of let him do his own thing. And, I mean, it just felt like there were no huge moves here. I mean, Villanueva's going to walk. Pouncey's retired. No running back interior offensive lineman moves. Didn't see any of that. And then that was their main addressment. And then also, I mean, signing,
Bud Dupree's gone.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Bud Dupree, they lose another corner this year. And then also, I mean, Cam Hayward's getting old. We're not addressing the pass rush as much. There's no front seven presence outside of TJ Watt. And then Juju's re-signing, like, when that was already a position of depth.
I just think they
could have tagged and traded him.
I don't know. I think they're in the middle of the pack.
No, that felt like a big loser, especially when you compare them to the rest of the AFC North. Yeah. I think the Bengals are getting good fast. Don't let our boy Joey Burrow get hot. Let him get an elite left tackle. We're having a different conversation. This is the best division in football.
Yeah.
The Browns addressed every defensive need they needed. That secondary with Hill and Johnson coming in is ginormous. Huge. Up hugely. Bigly, baby. Bigly. The Ravens are still stacked. Steelers are big losers to me. Huge losers.
Okay.
I don't like it.
I would put them more middle. I don't think they did. They didn't do enough
anything,
great, but I don't think they did enough bad to warrant them a loser.
All right, give me another winner.
My second big winner. It's going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think they signed pretty. I mean, they didn't go out there and get like the name-worthy
huge bodies,
dudes.
Yeah.
But from what they did in terms of rebuilding, I think this is the perfect start to a rebuild. I mean, no one really signed for an egregious deal.
No one did.
Everything is pretty cap-friendly.
Yep.
You signed some reliable players like a Shaq Griffin, a Sidney Jones.
It's a good signing.
Really just... I think they got some good veteran players.
They tagged Cam Robinson
because they're going to have a fat draft.
Yeah.
So a good mix of veterans with these young rookies. I think that's the way to go about a rebuild.
That's a underrated take. I haven't heard anyone except us speak on the Jags and their free agent moves.
100%.
Honestly, I mean they have some really nice wide receivers too. Laviska Shenault is going to be good, and DJ Chark. Mm-hmm. James Robinson out of the backfield.
Nice. Yep.
Let's see how good he is when maybe when
Trevor Lawrence
they have
is
a passing game.
When Trevor Lawrence is the backup, and Minshew's throwing it to him.
But no, for real, like when they have a real passing game, takes the pressure off of him. They're not running on first and third down. Like let's see how good James Robinson really is. So that's a good take. My second winner would be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Bigly. I really expected, as unfortunate as it sounds, some guys to get bag hungry to catch my drift. Now, I know there's a lot of talented youngsters on that roster, but I really saw maybe like a Shaq Griffin. Levante David was rumored to walk. So Chris Godwin, but they re-signed everybody to friendly deals. And then we got Tom Brady restructuring his contract. What a guy. Now, I'm nervous about the running back position. We haven't heard anything out of there if they're keeping their guys there. It's also mocked that they will be taking a running back at 32.
That'd be stupid.
That would be very ignorant. I would say go more defensive depth, get another pass rusher, because it looks like the only guy they're letting walk on the defensive end is Sue.
Yeah.
That's remarkable. And Vita Vea was a top 3 graded D tackle last year.
Yeah.
So, no, dude. The Buccaneers are up big, re-signing Rob. Cameron Brate's still there. O.J. Howard's going to be healthy.
Figure out what they're doing with Antonio Brown.
That I would like to see as well.
Yeah.
But also rumored OBJ to the Buccaneers.
That'd be too much. Too much. Even for Brady.
Think so?
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be
I
awesome.
mean, look who got squeezed out last year. Like Scotty Miller normally would probably be Brady's number 1 target.
For real. In New England.
Got squeezed out.
Yeah.
Like, there's just too many weapons. There's a point where weapons, like they have O.J. Howard come back too.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what they're.
I love it, bro. I love it.
I just worry for them that they are so in this. We have Brady. We're Super Bowl. Like, I get it, and Brady has proved everyone wrong about age, or at least his age. But what they have, I feel like the Bucs are going to be one of those teams to go 0-16 once Brady's gone.
No, but
like they are banking on this and this only.
But are you okay?
No, I'm okay with it. I'll sell my soul.
That's what I mean. Are you okay sucking?
I'll sell my soul for 3 Super Bowls.
Sure. Same.
Yeah.
2. They're going to get to 2, man.
Maybe.
Honest.
At least 2 more NFC. At least an NFC championship, another one.
For real.
Minimum. So, I like it. Loser, I'm going to go with...
You got written down.
Sneaky pick. Okay, I'm going to go with the sneakier one. Rams. Losers
what?
of free agency. Yeah.
Okay, explain.
Here's my problem with
Johnson
the Rams.
and Hill.
Yeah. But lose Johnson, lose Hill. And you trade away your first rounders. They don't have a first round pick till what, 2024? Oof. Look, the first round is not a guarantee anyways. I get it. And probably drafting towards the back end of the first round if Stafford stays healthy. Sure. But are they good enough as an organization, as a culture, to develop third and fourth rounders
I don't know.
into valuable starters for a team? I don't think they are necessarily losers for this upcoming season. Of course, dude, if Stafford gets hurt, all bets are off.
Yeah.
Like, then you have nothing. But it's like what Tampa's doing, but Tampa at least has Brady. You're putting all these chips on the table for Stafford, which I like Stafford a lot.
Yeah, me too.
I think he's an upgrade over Goff for sure.
Absolutely.
But it just feels a little
premature,
more ignorant than people are making it out to be.
Okay.
Like,
all right. See, I'm with you.
Well, the draft doesn't make a team.
Yeah.
So says Cowherd.
Okay.
Drafts are so important. I think the Rams don't value the draft, and that's how they want to go forward. It could work, but like
it hasn't yet.
Look,
it hasn't.
They made the Super Bowl, right, with making those moves, free agency,
but
and whatnot.
They shouldn't have.
But, well, even besides that, then they collapsed.
Yeah.
And then rebuild again with the free agency. Like, is it another inevitable collapse coming?
I see it.
I could definitely see it.
Because my thing is,
if Stafford's only 10% better than Goff, say that like we were just overblowing Stafford because he was on a bad team, then where are you at? So you win one extra game in the playoffs, or you win a more convincing one game in the playoffs? Ooh. Like, then you're just stuck in a rut because you don't have the talent or the draft capital to acquire more free agents. You're kind of just stuck with this team as it's constructed. So that's where I'm at. I think they're losers long term.
and you lost 2 legit starters on that back end.
Yeah.
And Michael Brockers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And their defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Losers.
Not a bad take.
Yeah.
I never thought of it.
Well, people always want to. Here's the thing with sports media. They get all attached to quarterbacks.
You see this guy?
Yeah, I'm thinking outside the bubble.
Hey!
Outside
Round
the
of
bubble.
applause. Round of applause for the kid. Everybody cheer him up. Yeah. Oh, that's the man right there,
Yeah,
dude.
that was a good move.
Huge. Bigly. All right, my loser of free agency. Little bit of a tricky pick, not going to lie. Green Bay Packers.
I was almost about to go with them.
I'm going big loser. Bigly, bro.
I
mean, we talked about this in our NFC North GM show
Boy,
at nauseum.
I gotta say this. Do the Packers not feel like the Steelers a bit?
Right?
Just they have the same kind of attitude.
The NFC.
They got the same vibe going on.
NFC, Steelers, Packers, same thing. Yeah, totally.
Although the Packers have a much better quarterback.
For sure. Huge brand. Just kind of rest on their laurels. You know, we've got all this Super Bowl history and the Lombardi's named after our coach and everything like that. But really nothing has gone on. Sure, they got a great hometown discount on Aaron Jones, but they let Jamal Williams walk.
But supposedly it was a discount. We
Sure.
don't know what he would have made on the open market.
That's fair. And then to lose Corey Linsley, we got an injury in the podcast. To lose Corey Linsley, to not address the secondary, and to let Aaron Rodgers apparently get another year older.
Yeah.
Now, they have contacted Aaron.
If they get OBJ, and then I'll say they're winners. Just one move. I need to see them make a splash play.
Yeah, but man, I felt why didn't they get Will Fuller? They didn't get J.J. Watt. They didn't address any need.
I need to see them say that they're in a Super Bowl window. They won't say it.
Yeah, running back was at a position of depth.
Like, shoot, the Cowboys say they're in a Super Bowl window every year.
Yeah.
I would like the Packers to get 10% of what the Cowboys have going on every year. Arrogance. But the Packers need it.
They do.
They need a little oomph.
They feel like a doormat.
Like, I don't care if OBJ has 750 yards and 3 touchdowns.
That you need splash.
Show that you're a contender.
Sure.
Like, yeah, you draft and you develop in-house. That's cool and all. But you know what's cooler? Winning.
Yeah.
Winning Super Bowls.
Selling jerseys.
Yeah, dude. Like, figure it out. God.
No one's buying an MVS jersey. Alan Lazard.
No, I'm sure in Green Bay they have a lot of those out there. I mean, if you own the team...
Then they let, Christian Kirksey walk, too.
If citizens own the team, do you just get free jerseys?
That's it.
I would hope... That's what I would... I'd write that in the legislator. Let me be a senator in Green Bay. Every Sunday, you get one more free jersey. A state senator. I'll be the state senator. I don't want to go to the capital. I want to stay in state, and I'm going to make the promise that everybody gets a free jersey when we win a playoff game.
But like someone really niche, like the backup left guard.
Yeah.
Like what?
Old jerseys, Eddie Lacy.
Oh my gosh, bro.
BJ Raji jerseys.
John Kuhn, the fullback.
I'm saying.
Oh.
Old Charles Woodson Super Bowl jerseys.
That's what's up, bro. Desmond Howard.
I'm saying. I agree. Winner. I think we should do, one more each?
Yeah, let's do it.
Winner. And, am I going to be a fool? Let's be a fool. Cowboys.
Oh, bro.
After my brilliant Rams take, I will follow it up with this equally stupid take.
You can say Dak's a winner. The Cowboys are not a winner.
Cowboys are winners this week.
How? Explain to me.
Let me explain.
He's going to come up with he's going to come up. Keanu Neal was the biggest
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah,
I'm bullish again on the Cowboys. It's official. Welcome me back to Cowboys.
Back on.
Back on Cowboys Nation. I'm back on. You can count me as a fan again. Dak Prescott. They finally figured it out. That's a dub.
Oh, they figured
for
it
the
out,
biggest reason. Here's the biggest reason why this is a total win.
Please tell me. I'm dying to know.
And I've been watching a lot of Cowboys stuff.
I know.
The rest of the division is almost certainly a question mark at every quarterback, outside of maybe Ryan Fitzpatrick. as who is
It's a good take.
who is going to be their definite starter for the year.
Sure. There could be some draft shenanigans.
I'm saying.
But if it started today,
Yeah.
okay,
So
that's fair.
everyone's got a question mark except the Cowboys. That's huge.
It's true.
Just in terms of winning this terrible
That's
division.
fair. That's fair.
So that's a dub in terms of getting out with a home playoff win.
How much better
With
is a
home playoff
healthy
game.
Dak versus Andy Dalton?
Much better. We saw that. Come on, dude. Much better.
Offended.
Much better.
Your
Like,
face.
dude, I like how we had the conversation though, and I wasn't sure last year. I was like,
no, you
is
weren't.
Andy Dalton like that much worse?
Sure.
Oh no, he is that much worse. That offense was nothing without Dak Prescott. They weren't. He was the only reason they were in games.
Sure, 1-4, right?
That was but he's the only reason they were 1-4.
Because what have they addressed on the offensive end? All right, continue.
Look, and then the Keanu Neal signing,
Is big.
I think very underrated, especially with Dan Quinn.
Yep.
I think Dan Quinn's
And
an
there's
excellent
that
coordinator.
Atlanta connection, too.
I think Dan Quinn's an excellent coordinator.
Okay.
And yeah, he gets joked on, whatever, the losing. It's not about him as a head coach. He's an excellent coordinator. As a defensive mind, he's one of the top defensive guys in the league.
Sure.
That's a definite win over whatever his stupid name was, Mike Nolan. I hate it. He was bad. So they're going back
Horrendous.
to a similar defense that they ran with Chris Richard when they saw both LVE and Jalen Smith flourish.
Blow up, yeah.
Keanu Neal might be playing some inside or outside backer too.
Honest.
Also, they're bringing in free agents like a Malik Hooker. I think
Sure.
they're getting guys that have super high ceilings that have maybe not been great. Like they were getting some sleepers.
Yeah.
And I like it. And
And a top 10 draft
let
pick.
it be known, if they get Malik Hooker and Keanu Neal as their two safeties, that defense is no less than 18. Just them. Just them
Yeah.
alone. I think that fixes so much about their terrible secondary. Plus,
But the pass
top 10
rush,
draft
bro.
pick. Plus a top 10 draft pick, which if they get Surtain, okay, re-sign Alden Smith, which seems like is going to happen. Alden Smith, D-Law, that's not a bad tandem. It's not. I'm not talking about the contracts right now, but because the D-Law contract still pisses me off to this day. Look, Patrick Surtain, Trayvon Diggs, Jordan Lewis as the slot, Keanu Neal, Malik Hooker, LVE, and Jalen Smith back to form. You can't tell me that defense doesn't fix a lot of problems that they had last year.
It does. And what Dan Quinn is the linchpin.
Yeah, no, Dan Quinn has to be good. Dan Quinn.
Yeah.
I don't know
don't
why
know.
I'm so bullish at this very moment. Maybe it's I'm even off of the Rashawn Slater pick. If Rashawn Slater falls that far, take Surtain anyways.
Really?
Yes, because I think they're borderline about to create something magical on defense.
Oh my gosh,
Something
bro.
magical.
They have no number one pass rusher.
D-Law is the top 15 pass rusher in this league.
Top 5 paid.
Top 15 production.
Understood.
So
Not
I'll take
a
it.
chance.
I'll take it.
Okay.
And here's what I'll also take. Dak Prescott to the moon. That's what I'll take. This man's getting paid $72 million next year. Only a $22.3 million hit to the cap. Suck it.
Talk about
accountants.
math.
Yeah.
Big math.
Big math.
Big math.
So
Huge math guy.
Cowboys won.
All
I
right.
don't care. You can re-sign Mike Glennon, New York. Suck it.
Okay. All right. They signed some real offensive talent though.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Galladay's transformational.
Honest. Kyle Rudolph. Got a Dory Jackson too. I mean, they overpaid.
If I
their
were Kyle
pass
Rudolph, I
rusher,
would have
but-
retired. You're just embarrassing yourself.
Hey man, we're
It's all
supposed
jokes.
to be like closeted Giants fans on this show.
No, I know. That's how you know I'm bullish because I've said nothing but nice things about every other team. Now I'm only about the boys.
I'm back
Bullish.
on my BS.
They are Legion of Boom 2.0. Legion of Boom 2.0.
There's not a single All-Pro on that defense, and here this man is.
What would you call a Legion of Boom that's Cowboys led? Like a
Posse.
ranch of boom, cattle ranch of boom. I don't know.
Farm.
Yeah,
The farm.
Yeah, the farm. They're gonna kill it. I'm just gonna say it right now. They're gonna kill it.
All
Jalen
right.
Smith is Bobby Wagner. Brian Urlacher and LVE are so similar. Keanu O'Neal is Cam Chancellor. And Malik. Okay, real talk. Malik Hooker is Earl Thomas. When healthy.
Type.
Yeah.
True.
Shoot, sign Earl Thomas. Now we'll really have a Legion of Boom 2.0.
Bro, y'all, so much cancer on that defensive end. Dude, if you brought in Earl Thomas, bro.
Dude, Earl Thomas would transform our defense. We'd be top 5 next year.
You're such a clown. You don't have a...
I don't care.
You let Chidobe walk.
When we win the Super Bowl next year.
Chidobe walk.
When we win the Super Bowl next year.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you could have Byron Jones and Chidobe.
I'm betting the house.
But you let those guys walk.
They weren't worth it.
Yeah,
they don't
you're
fit
right.
they don't fit our mold.
Oh, I am not.
They don't fit the mold. Super Bowl, Cowboys, 2022.
Super Bowl or
Book 'em.
bust. Okay. Until you guys start the season 2 and 3,
Book
and then we'll
'em.
have
And
a real talk.
then we're going back and thinking about what we did wrong. Until then, we did nothing wrong.
Boy, that is just arrogance in the face.
We'll get Kyle
of it,
Pitts
dude.
at 10. And Surtain.
Both. Book it. Double.
Double. We'll have Justin Fields play running back.
Double.
See what I care.
Book it. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine? Could you even guys would sit.
Yeah. I'm still so torn on Rashawn Slater versus Surtain. I think Rashawn Slater is going to be the better at his position,
Correct.
but in terms of needs, they
Do
definitely need
you want
Surtain.
to draft need at 10?
Rashawn, it worries me with...
He can play all 5. He can play all 5.
Look,
maybe 4. I don't know if he's a left tackle in the NFL.
At bare minimum, he replaces Connor Williams.
Okay. And then we have a running game
Yeah,
again.
no. That's what I mean. So, but the thing is with Surtain, I don't know. I've seen some dudes are so high on Surtain, being the next guy.
Uh-huh.
So
I think he's good.
if
I'm not doubting he's
Surtain
gonna
at
be
his
good.
ceiling is a top 7 corner, is it worth it over a top 3 guard?
Probably not.
That's because we're lineman biased. That's my problem. I'm trying to step out of the lineman. What actually would help a
Okay,
team
well, the
more?
last time the Cowboys were great.
That O-line. Yeah, but they do need defensive help terribly.
Or did. They just need a new defensive coordinator.
Dan Quinn.
Good thing you let your best cornerback walk, though, Chidobe.
I can't even pronounce his name. That's how I know he's a
Ouzi.
bum.
Oh, Uzi.
Where'd he sign again?
Ooh, that's a good
I
question.
feel like it was the Bengals.
that sounds like a good take.
I don't know. All right, loser or winner, whatever you want
right,
to say. Yeah,
all right.
Uzi to the Bengals.
Yeah, I thought so.
For 21 mil, I'm glad we got rid of him.
Yeah.
No, for real though, if they would have
That's
signed him
not
for 21
worth
mil,
that.
that's not worth
But
it.
I think that was a 3-year contract.
Yeah.
3-year, 21 mil. That's pretty good. 7 a year.
Not for me.
Patrick Peterson's making 10 this
Dog,
year.
I got to make room for D-Law.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Good call. My winner, free agency, the Browns.
Yeah, that's where a smart man would have went.
Big boys.
Not me.
Hey, I'm still an NFL fan. I lean Cleveland. I do lean Cleveland.
And Bills and
Buccaneers,
and-
Raiders. I'm off the Cowboys.
You have a soft spot for Cleveland.
I do. That's my team, though. If you had to nail me down to one team, I'm a Browns fan. Hey, they didn't have Baker Mayfield. You swap Baker Mayfield with Carson Wentz, bro, I'd be the biggest Browns guy all time.
The Browns would have busted Wentz so hard.
That's not even true, bro. Mm-hmm. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyways, we'd have 2 Super Bowls by now. AFC is soft. So, boy, I got to shut my mouth. All right, Browns winners. No real losses. Honest to God. They keep the offensive line intact.
Did they figure out what they're doing with Njoku?
No. That's still a big question mark to me because Austin Hooper is a little bit overpaid for the position right now. But they did sign Tack McKinley. That was a position of need. He's an off-the-ball linebacker, D/D end. Really like that signing. Some veteran leadership in a very weak linebacking core in Malcolm Smith. I really think the 2 biggest, though, obviously Troy Hill on a 4-year deal and John Johnson on a 3-year deal. Secondary. This is a secondary that's already returning Ward Delpit, and Greedy Williams.
Yeah, no, they're going to be nice.
They're going to be nice. Now, I would have appreciated one more pass rusher, although that might be addressed in the draft at 26, because then you're not reaching.
I like Myles Garrett enough to make him like. I think Myles Garrett's the true number one enough.
Absolutely.
You can have a B.
That's what I mean.
Guy
so at 26, you can get like Azeez Ojulari.
Yeah.
So
you just have fresh legs on the other end.
That's what I mean. So I don't hate that. I think, another receiver might be nice. I would want to get off of OBJ. Yeah. But while we're still not paying Nick Chubb, we're still not paying Baker Mayfield, although I would move off of Baker Mayfield after this year. Yeah, Browns, big winners. Hey, win the division. Win the division.
Book them.
Book it.
No, I don't hate that take.
Do they win the division?
If Mayfield plays like how he did after OBJ got hurt, then yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
Absolutely.
If not, they're like lose out because like you know how it works in the division. Like I would say they're bare minimum tied or they're bare minimum second.
Yeah.
I don't think they're third in the division.
No, I agree. Bengals are going to be okay though.
I think Ravens are. I don't know.
A good football team.
It depends if they can transform their offense.
Lamar falls off this year.
Okay, we'll get into that when we talk about players busting or not. Loser. Ooh,
What do you got?
I can go a lot of places with these losers.
You can.
Colts? No.
Oh!
I'm just playing. Colts? Bro, they gave up a second-round pick for a backup?
Oh, man. It's all funny until you get spit on.
No. Probably go Eagles. Just in terms of
what are they doing?
Nonsensical.
They signed Flacco today.
Yeah, they're going to have a quarterback battle. They're not going to have a quarterback battle. Jalen Hurts is our guy. Jalen Hurts ain't the future. We're drafting a quarterback. Look, Howie Roseman needs to. If we're going to boo Santa in Philadelphia, can we boo Howie Roseman now? Like, can we switch to that?
Yeah.
We're going to throw beer bottles at Santa. Can we start
Santa
throwing
Claus
beer bottles up at Howie Roseman?
Santa Claus.
On top of that, their O-line is aging awfully. Like, I think they're one of the most, like, next to the Cowboys O-line aging poorly, the Eagles are one up on them because they aged like one season aged down. Lane Johnson's still there. I know that. Kelsey.
Peters.
Is Peters still?
Yeah.
There was like controversy with him.
Yeah, but he's still on the roster.
Yeah.
And then Samalu's been hurt. Brandon Brooks has been hurt. So it's like.
They've been aging poorly. They're all up there. They're all late 20s, early 30s. They didn't make enough splash moves. Plus, I think they're just a tire fire. I think they're going to end up being one of these teams with 3 wins.
If that, bro. Eagles are bad.
And I like Jalen Hurts, and I hope Jalen Hurts pulls out like a 6 or 7 win season on his own.
He can't.
I don't think he can with the weapons, minimum.
No.
With the weapons they're giving him.
Travis Fulgham?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Travis Fulgham.
Jalen Reagor.
Really? One pick ahead of Justin Jefferson. Ooh,
the Eagles are bad. They're terrible.
Awful.
They just need a clean house.
Fourth place team
clean
if
house.
there's ever been a fourth place
And
team.
I feel bad for Jalen Hurts that he has to be in that situation.
Sucks to suck.
Like Jalen Hurts is not. I think, man, if he just would have found himself in a better situation, I would say he could start one day. I worry this is going to ruin his career.
It very well might.
And that hurts me. And the Eagles have already ruined enough. I swear, as God is my witness, if the Eagles draft Justin Fields, I will riot in the streets of Philadelphia. I will burn that city to the ground. Don't you dare touch Justin. For real.
No, I know you're being
Billy,
serious.
You will shoot someone.
Yeah, no, that would really upset me. Because then
Your
it would
only
just be
chances
this.
at Ohio State having a good quarterback.
That's what I mean.
He ruins it.
And he ruins it. Because, apparently we can't take Dominion over Joe Burrow. It's not like he was there 3 whole years. Really? 3 years. 3 years. He was at Ohio State longer.
Started over Haskins.
Then he broke his hand.
I've been telling you.
He broke his hand.
Been telling you.
He broke his hand.
Okay. Been telling you.
Fragile. Hey, did you see what Joe Burrow did this year, though?
The shots.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Hey, Venmo'd one of his Ohio University, because he grew up right outside of Ohio U. Athens. His dad coached there. Anyways, he had friends at the program when Ohio U won this past weekend in March Madness. Sent his buddy $500 to buy the whole bar shots to celebrate OU's win in March Madness.
Good man.
Joey B, for the people,
Good man. All
for
right.
the folks.
Your final loser.
My final loser, the Tennessee Titans.
Oh, really?
Niche pick. Overpaid Dupree, lost Malcolm Butler, lost Adoree Jackson, lost Jonnu Smith, lost Corey Davis. What are you doing? I don't understand their identity. Who's to say Taylor Lewan's going to come back healthy? I mean, the entirety of your offense is predicated on Derrick Henry. Oh, yeah. And they lose their offensive coordinator.
Yeah. Here's the thing with the Titans. I have enough faith. Maybe this is blind faith in
This
Vrabel.
is blind faith in Mike Vrabel.
I low ball just on the lowest of the keys. The lowest of the keys. Think that maybe he is like finally getting in his dudes. If that makes sense. Like, it's his third year there.
Sure.
I feel like this is the year where he's like taking the culture over.
Got it.
And I feel like because it would seem so strange to get rid of so many of those dudes, but it feels like there's got to be an ulterior motive. Like, those guys did not fit our locker room.
Got it.
Or they didn't mesh, or they talked back, or like something.
Okay.
To where Vrabel was like, I'm getting guys that will run through a brick wall.
Okay.
So, I trust in Vrabel, and I trust in Tannehill and Derrick Henry.
We need to cop some Mike Vrabel jerseys.
I want to cop his traps. That's what I want.
Mamas in the stash, bro.
Yeah, that's what I want.
He keeps a fat lip in on the sidelines with a mask on.
Vrabel will be the first dude to punch another head coach
Fun my mama, bro.
during that
Swing
handshake
on a
at
ref.
the end.
Swing on a ref.
For real. No, I trust Vrabel enough that I think they know what they're doing.
Big Vrabes, go Buckeyes. That's all I gotta say.
Dude, I feel like they're a solid organization, so I think they're gonna figure it out.
Okay.
All right, now
Let's pay some bills.
Word from pay some bills.
Have you ever thought about recording your own podcast? When I was trying to get this podcast off the ground, I had a lot of questions. How do I record an episode? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places people like to listen? How do I make money from my podcast? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors too, so you can get paid to podcast. I mean, I love Anchor. It was the first stop for me and my buddy. We've always had this dream, and Anchor has just been helping us through the whole entire process. So if you've always wanted to start a podcast and make money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start, anchor.fm/start to join me and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast.
And that sound means that we're back.
Welcome back, friends.
We just had to have a fist fight off air during that ad segment because
Legion of Boom
2.0.
2.0.
The Cattle Ranch 2.0.
Cattle Ranch. I like that. Cattle Ranch.
I don't know what to call him.
Till my boy Dalvin Cooks runs through y'all again.
You know who's going to run through us? The Lombardi Trophy.
Ah,
Because we're going to be holding it.
A parade.
That'll run through.
All right, so now we're going to be talking this year's coaches / quarterbacks on the hot seat. Mamas. Who's your number one pick off the board? Coach or QB on the hot seat?
Carson Wentz.
Ooh.
No cap. This is not
I know.
Anti for any listener
Wentz.
that's actually listened. I've said so much terrible things about Wentz.
Yeah, you have.
And I've really gone in on this man.
Yes,
I have
you
no
have.
vendetta against him. Really,
No.
what it comes from is that he was an Eagle, and it pissed me off that people were like, he was almost an MVP. And I'm like, how? We never talk about the runner-up.
Sure.
But except for Carson Wentz. We'll
Sure.
make that exception. Like, do we talk about the amount of times, like
Like Drew Brees.
Yeah, like we're not.
Well,
like,
he's almost been an
He's
MVP.
almost been a 7-time MVP.
Sure.
LeBron's almost been an MVP 12 years in a row.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
But was he? No. Should have been, yeah. But that's besides the point. Wentz, by far and away, has the most pressure of any person in the NFL next season. Wow. Look, you go from a terrible organization. He won that trade.
Won it.
By far
Bigly.
and away. Like, he got out of the most toxic situation in the NFL right now. And great O-line, good weapons, solid defense. Like, he got it all.
Yeah.
If he plays like poop soup, he will not have a job.
Yeah, that's true.
In a year. If he throws 14 picks or if he throws anything more than like 12 picks, people are going to be like, okay, this guy's a scrub, right? Like we're all on that now. Because if he just plays keep away, the Colts should be a 9-win team. If he just doesn't turn the ball over, they can win 9 games. That's how good their roster is all around.
Agreed.
On top of that,
or at least match Phillip Rivers.
yeah.
So what?
That's
10?
that's what I was
10
also
and
gonna
6?
say. They won 11.
Oh, fudge.
They won 11 last year.
11 games? I thought they went 10
So
and 6.
that's the other thing is if he wins only 10 games and they make a wild card spot, people are going to criticize
That's
him
a
for
different.
that
Yeah, we need to have a different.
because they're going to be like, why everyone else was getting better? Phillip
Yeah.
Rivers did it. Why can't you do it?
Yeah.
On top of that, he's always going to be connected to Dak Prescott.
Always.
And if Dak does better than Wentz, and I think the Colts are a better roster by far.
Oh, that's not even a
star
question.
power, but like
Yeah.
in terms of overall.
top to bottom.
So if Dak has a better record than Wentz, we're going to have some conversations.
Okay.
Because they're always going to be connected. That's not a Cowboys
Now,
thing. They're always going to be connected.
In Wentz's defense.
And Goff, too.
Yes. In Wentz's defense, though, the NFC East is far worse than the AFC South.
No. I'm not saying
Especially
if they tie, then we're going to be like, oh, Dak Prescott's by far and away the better quarterback. What I'm saying is if Wentz, this is all predicated on if Wentz does absolutely no good.
I agree. And hey,
And it's just gonna look worse.
is there a bigger Carson Wentz fan than I?
No, I don't think so. Not in America.
Not in this country, at least. So I hear what you're saying, and I totally agree with you in that, yes, Carson Wentz, although I don't want to acknowledge it, is a little bit on the hot seat. I wouldn't say hot seat. I would say there's just a lot of pressure.
There's a ton of pressure.
There's a ton of pressure.
That also doesn't bode well for him because he has not played well under pressure.
But the thing is, sure, outside pressure, but I'm talking about under pressure in the pocket, not having a running game, not having weapons. Gosh, we haven't seen a healthy Paris Campbell.
He looked nice earlier.
Michael Pittman?
Yep.
I mean, this team might be okay. So I don't.
Okay, they're Super Bowl contenders supposedly.
Yeah,
with
no,
Wentz.
that's what I mean though. Like they're gonna be good. Marlon Mack,
that's the
Nyheim
problem also,
Hines,
is that they
Jonathan
are
Taylor.
expected to be in the Super Bowl window right now.
I think they are.
So anything short of a tight game in the divisional round, like I'm saying, a 1-score game,
Sure.
they lose out. Whatever, it's football.
Yeah.
But if they
I
lose
need
wild card, they
a-
don't win a playoff. If they don't win a playoff
Yes,
game, it's
I
a
agree.
bust.
I agree.
Bust.
We need a divisional round appearance next year, minimum. Appearance, minimum.
You should win it.
Yes, they should win a divisional round game because objectively speaking, let's just look at the teams who went to the divisional
They're
round.
better all around than the Bills are.
Yes, top to bottom, yes. Not at quarterback.
They're better fundamentally than the Chiefs are.
Yes, that's
They
what
just
I
have
was
all
gonna
stars
say.
on offense.
So my thing is, let's have this discussion. Let's talk. 2017 wins, pre-injury, on this Colts roster. They play today. Who wins? Bills, Colts. Colts win. Colts almost beat them with Phillip Rivers.
I'm a hesitant Colts win.
Okay.
Hesitant.
But it's a toss-up.
Because
But
if
it's a
Josh
toss-up
Allen-
at least.
If Josh Allen is not at his peak form, like say he actually gets better, then we might be having a different discussion.
Oh, that's
'Cause
scary. I love
if
the
Josh
idea of
Allen
that.
gets better next year than last year, then last year's form of Josh Allen, I think is better than 2017 Carson Wentz. Or at bare minimum, it's very close.
Very close. I would say very close.
So, because, I mean, they're both in the MVP talks.
Yeah.
So, that's where I'm at, yeah. So,
Ooh,
a
that's picking up heavy.
hesitant Colts. I'll take the Colts, but I would say it's a very close game.
Okay. Same scenario against the new Chiefs roster.
I'm taking Chiefs.
Really?
Yeah.
Even with the offensive
The
line
Colts
not
don't have a
addressed,
great pass rush.
That's the
their
thing.
biggest hole.
but the Chiefs have no tackles.
Yeah, but I feel like if Bucks without Shaq Barrett, it's a much tighter game. You just
Yeah.
take one player off that team. It's a way tighter game.
Sure.
So I think the Colts' glaring hole, which I hope they address in the draft of DN, which I'm sure they will. They're
Yeah.
smart. If they say it's their roster as currently constructed against the Chiefs right now, I'd take Chiefs still. I don't think their pass rush is good enough to get to Mahomes enough to break up what Andy Reid does.
Okay. So, are they a top 4 team in the AFC?
Top 3.
Okay. So they're behind the Bills, Chiefs, then Colts.
I would take...
Or Chiefs, Bills, Colts. But in that, you know what I mean, that 3.
Yeah, they're... Honestly, the Colts and Ravens to me feel very similar.
Okay.
Not in terms of, like, quarterback obviously is very different, but I feel like their team is overall
Very good.
Like, if you took quarterback out of the equation, I'd say Ravens and Colts have probably some of the best rosters in the NFL. Like,
Okay.
top 5.
Okay.
Both of them.
All right.
But throw the quarterback in there and it changes the whole game up, so... I mean, D-line's solid. DeForest Buckner's a beast.
Yes.
Linebackers are
Monster.
solid.
Yeah.
They really need to address pass
Secondary.
rush and secondary, yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
So, yeah.
I'm with you. Eberflus, he's a great DC. Toledo product.
Yeah.
All right. Hot seat. I like it. My hot seat, if you went a little weird, I'll go a little weird. Tua Tagovailoa.
That's
Hot
a great
seat.
one.
Hot seat.
Dude, he might not even be on the seat because he'll get traded before
That's
draft
what I
day.
mean. So, man, it really feels like they're leaning to, I guess, starting Tua again this year, which I would advise against. I don't know why they brought in Jacoby Brissett other than if this just doesn't work through week 6, like, we got to move. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
if by Thanksgiving Tua has not...
Shoot, if they're just
Stepped
500,
up.
I would say they're a disappointment.
Agreed.
The
Because that
roster's
roster is too good. And Brian Flores is in his youth. The AFC East is still for the taking because who's to say Josh Allen is going to replicate what he did last season? I mean, Daboll's out of there by this time next year.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to see it. Tua, man, quarterbacks are being decided on in 16 weeks now.
And I think it's not fair, but sure.
I agree it's not fair. Don't point to Rosen, though. Like, that guy actually sucks. Rosen sucks. That was a bad pick.
No, I'll point towards, like, how unfair it is like Josh Allen type
Yeah,
scenarios.
no, I totally agree.
Because I think
let a guy mature.
Josh Allen
let a guy develop.
is much more probable. Like, a guy like Josh Allen needing 3 years, it's much more likely that they just need time than they're just total bust.
Yes. I agree. I'm with you.
Like high draft picks, especially.
I'm
not
with
saying
you.
like 6-round dudes deserve
No.
3 years to see if they're going to start.
No, I'm
saying-
with you, though. Guys should be allowed to develop. But, I mean, we have to see that spark.
No,
Josh Allen still had a Hall of Fame arm and the ability to run around the field.
No.
Tua has neither of those. Or the intelligence. Or the frame. Or the stature.
Or the leadership.
Or the leadership.
I think Tua. Here's what I would say.
I'm off. I'm off. I'd already moved.
You've known we've been off. Tua.
Yeah, like we.
I've never was on
I
Tua.
wouldn't have drafted him.
I wasn't on Tua when he hit the game winner touchdown.
Nope.
I
wouldn't have drafted him.
Look. For those that would argue against you, this is what I'll say: is Tua is now a year and a half removed from a horrific hip injury, and he will have had a year with Flores.
Okay.
And those offensive weapons, they did re-up on offense.
True. Will Fuller was a good signing.
And hypothetically, they could get a Penei Sewell, give him even more time.
Correct.
Or hypothetically, get a top wide receiver.
Sure.
Even
Jamar
more
Chase.
help.
Yeah.
So, if
I
I'm
need to see
playing
the
devil's advocate,
flash.
so we can have some
Okay.
conversation because we both hate on Tua.
Yeah,
They're
heavy.
heavy. So
Like that might
like
be
there
our
would
most
a
hated guy on the show.
Herbert and Tua.
Herbert.
Are up there.
And I'm off.
I'm off.
I'm off. Both of them.
He just broke the rookie record. Good. I don't care.
Cool. Because he'll be out of the league in 3 years.
But Tua, I'm just saying. I think we just need to see wow. If they're 4-4, but he is dragging, like if he is putting up if he's a stat monster at 4-4, I'm okay with it at the moment.
Ooh.
I feel like Tua. If I were Tua, man,
One of the selling points of Tua is winner.
yeah, it's tricky.
I'm off.
Yeah,
I'm already off.
I think if they're not above 500 at Thanksgiving, move to Brissett
Yep.
or trade for Deshaun.
Honest to God, just get Deshaun, and then you're a
I
Super
would do
Bowl
it.
team,
I would
and
do
then
it.
you're a Super Bowl
I'll do
team.
it in a heartbeat.
I'm
I
in.
give up this 3 back to Houston, but I feel like Houston won't take that trade just as like that was art pick.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Come on, man. It should have
I
been
would-
ours.
Yeah, like that's messed up.
Third.
If they
overall
had
pick.
the 3rd overall pick, imagine how good of a position they'd be in. Trade Deshaun for 3 more first.
And then I still have the 3rd in my back pocket.
Then I have my
I
quarterback.
have the
still.
quarterback.
Yeah.
I have Justin Fields or Trey Lance.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
so I feel like
Or Kellen Mond.
I would trade the 3rd and the Miami teens pick for, or is it low 20s?
18.
18. Yeah. Trade both of those, Tua and shoot. Like maybe a wide receiver, like a Preston Williams or somebody.
Okay.
I would trade that for Deshaun.
Yeah.
They're so close. I don't know why Miami won't. It doesn't seem like there's a bunch of buzz that Miami has offered a lot.
I hope it's under wraps, but
Yeah.
I mean, it still feels like
But
there's
things
something
get
brewing.
out. Things
Yeah,
get out.
That
but
is true.
But they haven't gone out about Miami.
And
enough.
Flores is a Patriot guy, and the new GM in Houston is a Patriot guy. And if anything, they're quiet.
Yeah.
So
We'll see.
they've learned from the best. All
like
right,
that.
give me another QB
Coach on the hot seat.
on the hot seat.
My
I think the obvious one is.
guy.
Oh no, I was gonna say Nagy.
Oh, I wasn't gonna go Nagy. I was
Oh.
gonna say Pete Carroll.
Oh, okay, go for it.
Not that I think he's fireable, but I think that you could literally turn a fan base on him
Correct.
in a single season.
Yep.
If Russ decides to say sit out or something,
Sure.
something more drastic, or the offense just brutally stale, like fans will riot in Seattle. Like I feel like Pete Carroll is gonna get the blame, not Russ,
Agreed.
because people fall like. I feel like we've been one of the only shows that, and is it not Schlereth? Is it Mark? The
Mark
guy,
Schlereth.
the Broncos.
Yeah,
coach.
Schlereth.
Okay, Schlereth.
Yeah.
Peter Schrager. That's what I was thinking. The other name.
Oh,
is.
got it.
Mark Schlereth. He's the only guy in big media that I've heard criticize Russ for what he's been doing.
Yeah.
Because
Scramble around the pocket, you're going to get hit.
yeah, I'd love to see a PFF stat as the amount of sacks that Russ
Oh.
gave himself.
Exactly.
So I think Pete Carroll's on the hot seat in that he needs to flip this around. Also, in terms of his career hot seat, this is his last real shot. He's up there in age. Odds are he's going to retire at the end of this contract. So he's in a hot seat personally as like, this is my last chance to make a championship run.
Probably.
So I either need to do it now or I have no chance again. So I think he's on a bit of a hot seat.
Okay. That's not a bad take. Pete Carroll, I kind of dig it. I mean, just kind of undressing the obvious one. Nagy / Pace. I put him in the same boat.
But I Pace should be on a
Pace should
much
have
hotter
been
seat.
fired. Nagy should not be on the hot
Nagy
seat. I
should not
agree.
be on a hot seat.
But he is.
No, because the media has no idea what they're talking about.
I'm with you.
I
totally
gave
agree.
You gave a man peanuts, and he made
He's making chicken salad out of chicken.
yeah for real.
Yeah.
That's where I was going with that, but I was trying to
Yeah, be
say something
modest.
stupider.
Yeah.
Peanuts, and he made a green
Filet
bean.
mignon.
Yeah,
Green bean casserole out of mac and
peanuts.
cheese.
like he's made magic out of nothing. So,
Sure.
if I were the Bears, keep on to Nagy.
I agree.
Shoot, he was brilliant enough to make the Khalil Mack move and turn around their team overnight.
He's like 2 catches away from beating the Saints in the playoffs this year.
He's a double doink away.
Double doink. That's what I mean. Double
He's a
doink.
double doink away from an NFC championship.
I would have loved to have been in Chicago when all that happened.
I told you.
Big Chicago guys screaming double doink.
Dude, I told you my favorite moment. I was right next to the sportsbook where I was working, and that double doink went off. I didn't see it live happen. I saw the replay, but the cheer to utter sadness and the vibe switch in a snap was so funny. As a guy that had no interest in
Not the double doink.
Because the Bears fans were like, no, yes, no. Like, that was the switch. Because usually a doink, it either goes out, but when it goes like back towards the thing, you're like, it's in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double doink. Never again in the history of football, bro. I guess it's just remarkable. But I agree. Pace should have been fired by now, especially after only a move on Andy Dalton.
And, like, obviously we don't know the behind the scenes. If Nagy was not leading the charge on that, then why is he on the hot seat? Like, if Nagy was leading the charge on Andy Dalton, sure, put him on the hot seat.
Or if he was like, hey, Mitch Trubisky, best quarterback in the draft.
Yeah.
He wasn't there.
Nope.
John Fox.
Nope. Boy, I remember.
And if you're catching that sound in the background, that's the ocean breeze, guys.
Yeah, we decided to record in Malibu today.
So just a heads up.
Also,
be jealous.
My thing with Nagy, how good was my take that I feel like the Bears should have just got Cam Newton?
Honest.
Because I feel like last year with Cam Newton, they have minimum 2 more wins. Like, not that Cam was much better throwing.
Yeah.
Or he was worse throwing.
Sure.
But in terms of just like a big body to get in the end zone, like they could have had
him
that.
and Montgomery. They turned into a power football team at the end of the year.
They could have had that.
But the thing is, they didn't address the offensive line.
Yeah.
They let some guys walk on the defensive end. I really don't know what Chicago's doing. I addressed this in the NFC, in the GM show.
I think they have 1 more year.
Like, they're a doormat to me. I'm not interested.
But I think Nagy's so good. Like, I for real think Nagy's a top 3 offensive mind.
Agreed.
Like, I put him with Shanahan.
Yes.
In terms of how he draws up offensive.
Boy, we could look so stupid saying that, too.
But I wouldn't doubt that he could turn Andy Dalton to a 9-7 quarterback again.
Yeah. 10-6.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't doubt it.
Let's see how good the Vikings and the Lions are. They could be 10-6. Honest
For real,
to God.
They could go 4-2 and lose twice to the Packers.
Sure.
In their division. Make the playoffs again.
Crazy.
I'm just saying, I don't think Matt Nagy deserves it, but he definitely is on the hot seat. Not a bad take. At all.
It's gross. Isn't that a shame?
Damn shame.
Give me another QB/coach on the hot seat.
I would say.
Where are you going here? What do you have written down? You want me to go again?
No. I'm going to go with.
Just read the notes.
Golly, because I'm trying to hit the one that I think is definitely on the hottest of seats.
Let's hit it.
Jon Gruden. Hot seat.
I have that written down too.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
I like Jon Gruden a lot.
Me too.
And I know the numbers don't back it up. Coward, you're an idiot. Next time you pull up a side-by-side comparison where Doug Peterson's a better coach than Jon Gruden, shut up.
Yeah, for real.
Just look at that and say, does this make sense? Does this make sense? For God's sake, Jon Gruden was on the Raiders. The Raiders have been a dumpster fire for generations. Like, for real. Al Davis lost his mind and turned that into a dumpster fire. Yeah, no shiz, he's got 52% win percentage. Like, what did you want him to do? He's on the Raiders for forever. You gave him a real roster, he won a Super Bowl.
Honest.
So, the way they draft, the reason why he's on a hot seat is because the way they're drafting.
Yes.
It's not the way that
Clellan
they're
Ferrell
playing
at
on
4.
the field. It's not the way that they're playing on the field, although they are dipping late in the year, which is the bad sign
Concerning.
for playoff teams.
That was a real playoff team through the first 10 weeks.
They were like 6-4? And I was like, woo, just win.
Yeah.
Then Falcons. Billy put down more money. Double down.
Bro, I really thought that was the game of the year. I was like, I got the world by the nuts, bro. I was like,
that.
Falcons Raiders.
Yeah.
Clubbed up. I'll double down.
Raiders are -3. I'll take them plus $1 billion. So, Jon Gruden, I don't think he's on the hot seat in terms he can get fired. Mark Davis has the worst haircut in the NFL history. That's important to note because that is it's important to note because it is a sign that the man is just
decision making.
has no great decision making.
Oh my God, I'm
his
dead,
body.
bro. That caught me so off guard.
It's
You
important.
know it's important to know.
That the man has worst haircut in NFL history. He doesn't make good decisions. That's important. It's the most important.
Cash, no. Oh, snap. I'm hitting all the buttons, bro. Yeah, bro.
That's important to know.
Oh, man.
It's utterly
Just
important.
made my stomach hurt, bro. That caught me off guard.
And we had a whole studio malfunction with the sound effect. So, do I think he will fire Jon Gruden? No.
No. 10-year contract. That's
But-
his guy.
The NFL will clown on Jon Gruden in a minute. He's going to start to be looked at downly.
And he doesn't deserve it.
He does.
Does
The way
he?
they're drafting is terrible.
Okay, drafting.
Dude, if they could have just...
Dude, they're going to be sick this year. Kenyon Drake and Josh? Drake and Josh?
Yeah, I would be
That
totally
edit
cool.
was fresh, though.
Yeah, that was.
That edit was fresh.
I was like, go off then.
Oh, I know. That was popping, bro.
But here's my problem, though. You sign Kenyon Drake, and I
Some
I
nice
still
money.
really like Josh Jacobs.
Yep.
But then you get rid of Gabe Jackson. You get rid of
Rodney
Rodney
Hudson,
Hudson.
Trent Brown.
So
Who's
if you
blocking?
like, I'm confused what they're doing. Like
Yeah,
what
it is
direction
confusing.
you're moving.
I
On
agree.
top of that,
Nelson Aguilar is gone.
You're
Who's
off.
your number one receiver?
Ruggs.
Oh, good God.
I'm just saying. But
Not my Raiders.
No.
Go Browns.
I'm just saying they're in a weird spot because of their terrible moves. If they could have just like kept their O-line, if they would have kept their O-line and signed
It
Kenny
was
Drake,
getting expensive, though.
yeah, no, I
Trent
agree.
Brown was expensive. Trent Brown was really expensive.
No, I and he was a bad teammate
Yeah.
from all accounts.
So-
So I didn't care to.
Have you
to
seen
keep
his
him.
arm tattoo?
It's awful.
Gosh, it's so bad.
Should I pull it up?
So, yeah, pull up the Trent Brown arm tattoo. So, for those listening and not watching or whatever, I don't know how this is working. I'm not the IT department. But anyways, Trent Brown, former right tackle for the Las Vegas Raiders, has a picture of him shirtless. Now, this is the most poorly drawn tattoo I've ever seen, okay? But he's shirtless.
Is that getting a blowjob?
I believe so.
This can't be real.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
No, that's real. Yeah, no, it's real, bro. It's real. Yeah, that's a real tattoo on a grown man.
I'm so shocked.
Yeah, I can't believe you didn't know about this.
Okay, let me describe it as visually as I can for you. It is a muscular, seemingly offensive lineman type man, but yet he has a six-pack, which I know ain't true. This
Yeah.
man is fat.
Trent Brown has boobs.
Trent Brown is so fat. Like I told you, insider information, dude comes in overweight every offseason.
Yeah.
Like heavily overweight.
Yeah.
Not just 10 pounds.
That's
Like we're
been
talking
sourced.
30 pounds.
It's been sourced.
Yeah, and that's not just from me. That's
Yeah,
a
no,
lot
that's-
of people have said
That's
that.
sourced.
He's got pecs, biceps, terrible shoulders. It doesn't look like a human.
No.
Clouds, I guess, or is he holding up Atlas? Is he Atlas?
I think he's holding up Atlas.
Okay, so he is holding the world on his shoulders, and then there's
He has a
two
football helmet on.
football helmet on, no eyes.
No, it's like a rough sketch. Like he never finished it. It's just the outline.
And he's getting fellatio from the front, and another woman is kissing him on the hip.
From behind.
This is so weird. Why would you keep that?
On your body.
Boy, the NFL should fine him every week that he plays with that.
Every week he
Oh,
doesn't cover that
is
up.
Saucy. Oh. But anywho, Trent Brown, I'm fine moving on. I just worry about the direction they're going in. I wanted to see the Raiders. I think they made the right moves on defense in the free agency. I talked about it last episode, the AFC edition. But I need to see some real growth. I need to see them develop players and maintain a culture and don't make the dumbass draft picks this time around. Don't overthink it.
Yeah.
You could have had Devin Bush, and you took Cleveland Farrell, who was not even the best pass rusher in that class. You got Max Crosby. If they should have traded back if you were getting Cleveland Farrell. Same with I love Damon Arnett, but trade back. You could have got him.
He was there.
Bottom of the second.
He was there.
Trade back.
Or at least get him at the bottom of the first. Like he would have been there. You didn't have to take him at 19.
I don't know what they're doing.
I mean, it's good for the DBU stuff, big ups,
but still, dude,
not great.
They need to figure out a direction. I'm still keeping them as
What's
my
their
AFC.
identity?
They're my AFC championship pick still.
Fudge, really?
I gotta stay to it. I can't just switch that fast.
Okay, that's fair.
Let's not pull another Chris Sims and switch on you.
I'll spit on you for that one.
Kellen Mond is the best quarterback in the shop.
I agree. He's got a lively arm.
Okay.
So this is a little bit of a
Look at this
fringe.
Keenan Thompson looking motherfucker. Dude, I'm posting. That's our Instagram.
Yeah. Bro, he looks like Yertle the turtle.
Yeah, for real. Dude.
He does. Boy, he has that tattoo though. Like that man has that tattoo.
No, he got it filled in.
Oh,
That one's filled more.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Click that one left. That one. No. Right. It's in the middle. That one. Is that it?
This is a different thing.
Okay. Anyways, I've had enough conversation about Trent Brown's horrendous arm tattoo. Fringe pick, kind of a fringe pick. I'm going to say Mike Zimmer.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Mike Zimmer,
I
kind of on the hot seat.
I slept on that he's on the hot seat.
It's a little bit under the radar. He's been there a really long time.
Can we tandem that with Kirk Cousins?
Yeah. I put actually Slash, so I'm with you there. I think both of them are kind of on the hot seat this year. While the team isn't awful, they're middle of the pack. And middle of the pack doesn't sell jerseys. Middle of the pack doesn't sell season tickets.
New stadium.
And they do have some nice pieces, both offensively and defensively.
Agreed. They need to figure it out.
They got to figure it out, man.
On top of that, Mike Zimmer...
Well, I mean, we talk about this in the GM show, but Mike Zimmer just feels outdated.
They feel like they need some youth. I think Zimmer
exactly.
a great head coach, but he feels like he's run his course.
Yes. It feels very Ron Rivera in Carolina.
Yeah.
They had their window. They missed the window. Now it's time to go to another team and kind of jumpstart some things.
Yeah.
Look at the football team now.
Yep.
It's a good take.
You want to go?
It's a good take.
Or you want to move to the next topic?
Let's move to the next topic.
All right, go.
I don't want to always be Debbie Downer. You know what I'm saying?
Trent Brown, bro. Trent Brown.
Disgusting.
All right, next segment of the day. Guys that we expect to boom/bust this upcoming year.
Correcto mundo.
Mostly boom, because we're going to stay on the high side.
Positive
side.
It's nice to stay positive.
It is. Stay happy.
Stay.
What does Frank's shirt say? Where he's like, I'm
Be
loving
happier.
this. I found these at the airport.
They love it. Like yellow smiley faces.
Yeah. Anywho, my number one boom of the year. You ready for this one? Jonathan Taylor is going to rush for 1,700 yards this next year.
All purpose or just from the...
Just rushing.
Wow.
I believe they'll give Nakeem Hines the all-purpose more. Okay. Like the catching and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I think Jonathan Taylor is by far and away going to prove that he is a top 3 back in this league.
Uh-huh.
I liked I mean, aside from 8 weeks, really he was in a top 5 running back conversation towards the end of the year.
Honest
he really
to God,
turned it on.
Yeah.
As soon as he learned the pacing,
post-Thanksgiving, he's the top 5 back in the league.
And the scheme that they were running, as soon as he got his footing under him, he took off with it. He showed explosivity. He has been one of my favorite college running backs I've ever seen. And although he's got a lot of tread on him, I think, especially early on in the season, I expect him to be over 1,000 yards at 8 games.
Jeez.
I think while they're letting Carson Wentz get used to the offense, get underneath, get himself together, I think they're going to lean heavy on Jonathan Taylor. I like it a lot.
I like that take, kid. I'm going to stay in-house. Carson Wentz, booming without touching too much on it,
He's also a bus pick.
He's also your bus pick. We've talked about him way too much already on the Colts, but I really do expect him to have a great starting fresh season in Indianapolis. So that's my booming pick for next season, Carson Wentz.
Solid pick.
Throw it back. Let's go. Come on.
Non-rookies.
Nah, we can do rookies.
No, let's do non-rookies.
Yeah, non-rookies.
Cameron Newton. Pats. Boom.
That's a good pick.
Boom.
That's a good pick.
I think they gave him some real weapons.
They sure
I
did.
expect
Tight
this
ends, man.
This offensive front with the 2 tight ends and the versatility that offers them as Jonnu Smith's more of the traditional H-back in old school football.
Yeah.
I think no Kizzy on this one. I would not be shocked if Cam Newton has more than 10 rushing touchdowns.
Yes.
Maybe
Could totally see it.
17 plus passing touchdowns.
I mean, they run a running back by committee. So, I mean, this is going to be an onslaught
You know
of rushing.
the misdirection and the motion that they can have with that setup?
Kind of nasty.
Where you're
And that boy
having
Nelson Aguilar on a
Dude.
jet sweep or something like
Dude,
that.
I'm saying you could have so many motions to where you find the mismatch. You get Jonnu Smith the motion over. Now he's on a corner, or Hunter Henry vice versa.
Sure.
On a corner versus a linebacker.
Yeah.
Now you have a huge mismatch.
Exactly.
Like there's so many things they could do, especially on the red zone. I expect the Patriots to have a great red zone offense, and I
Yeah.
expect Cam to come to 80% of his MVP form. I think
Year 2 McDaniel stuff.
2,500 pass yards is reasonable. 17 plus touchdowns and 10 plus rushing touchdowns. I think he goes off. Sleeper on fantasy. Pick him up. Backup quarterback to have on your
Ooh-wee.
backup.
Ooh-wee. I like that. I mean, hey, McDaniels won with Tim Tebow when they had weapons.
That's the other thing. Is I think the Patriots are not going back to Mac Jones. I
No.
think they're going to go in the future. I think they're futurizing
Okay.
everything.
Futurizing. I don't know if that's a
I don't
word.
know if that's a word, but I think Cameron Newton, the reason why he got re-signed there is because they are moving in that general direction anyways. So Justin Fields to the Patriots makes a lot of sense. Let him sit behind who he would aspire to be, except he's a better passer, much better.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I'm going back to the AFC South. Urban Meyer.
Oh.
Boom. Next year.
What is Boom? How many wins?
Boom is 8+ wins.
Really?
8+.
It's a tough division.
I see it. They're playing in the fourth. They have a
fourth.
fourth place. Schedule. Goodness gracious, I was searching for that word, schedule. Fourth place schedule. Like I said, they were a big winner in free agency. They're getting their quarterback of the future. They also
And Urban is known for quick turnarounds.
bingo. I really like the way they have 2 first-round picks. So
I like it a lot. I like
I
that
like
pick.
it. Like it.
I don't know if
love it.
I'd say I would call 7 a boom.
7,
Sure,
1
bro.
to 7, right?
Really,
6
you could
game
call
swing.
3 a boom because that's
Tripling their.
tripling the win average.
How'd they do it?
No, I think that's a great boom pick.
Yeah,
Boom
Urban
on the
Meyer.
other side. You know what? I'm gonna stick with my little sleepers.
Okay, keep sleeping.
I like little sleeper
Keep
picks.
sleeping, young king.
Boom.
Boom. Who you rocking? What you got written down? Come on.
Oh
Boom with it.
boy. God, I was about to say it and then I was like, do I want to look like an idiot twice on one show?
Look like an idiot.
Dak Prescott. Boom.
Oh.
Here's the boom.
toughy.
Here's the boom.
Okay,
Listen to me now.
I'm listening.
Those offensive weapons are all time.
They are.
No Kizzy. I think they have the best or second best receiving core in the league. I don't know who would be first.
I don't know.
CD, Amari, and Gallup.
That's pretty nasty.
That's nasty. And Dak Prescott was on pace to break the passing record and probably the touchdown record.
Sure.
Total touchdowns,
Yeah.
not passing.
No, I understand.
So all I'm saying is I think the boom here is an MVP race for Dak. So proves he's worth the contract by making it into the top 3 MVP conversation, which I predicted last year. I also predicted MVP last year, but I said
Sure.
bare minimum 3. And
He
to be
couldn't make it out
fair,
of
to be
week
fair to me,
5.
By week 5, he still was in the conversation. Because
He was.
Dude, if you just looked at
Probably
the
the front runner.
you took away the win-loss.
Yeah,
and
he was
just
the
looked at
front
the
runner.
stats.
He was
You'd
the
be like,
front
Dak
runner.
Prescott is the best quarterback right now.
Correct.
So, boom to me is
Okay.
Dak Prescott lands in the QB or the MVP conversation, which is a QB conversation.
Oh.
Boom.
Boom.
That's a very heavy boom.
Okay. Fair
And
enough.
I risk looking like an idiot.
I'm gonna risk looking like an idiot. I'm going weird.
Carson Wentz again.
I have this written down. Jameis Winston.
Oh, I like that pick a lot.
Jameis Winston.
I would have went Taysom Hill.
I am very hopeful for Jameis Winston. They extended him. The way he talked about Drew Brees' leadership, I think there are very low expectations in New Orleans this season. Okay?
100%.
So he's going to exceed
Everyone writes
expectations.
him off, though. It feels like they've been written off for the past 3 years.
Yeah.
And all they've done is win.
Yeah.
And I even without Breeze, I feel like I'm confident enough in Sean Payton to
Now,
win.
I would get rid of Taysom Hill. I mean, you're paying him $16 a year. Like, that is just criminal at this point.
Bless me.
But Jameis
Bless
Winston.
me.
Quentin Williams. He goes, you got more in the tank?
Bless me. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Keep going.
Anyways. Jameis Winston. I really see them. I mean, the NFC still seems to be down this year. I mean, we don't know how good the Niners are going to be this year. We don't know if there's room for... I mean, obviously there were 4 or 5 teams that missed the playoffs that made it the previous year, but I could see the Saints being a weird kind of wild card team with the Jameis Winston that I feel very improved.
Low ball. He does look a lot better. He looks...
Do you hate that take?
No, I love it. But
Tell me you love it.
look, I love it. Love it. No, Winston's a good pick because I think he looked a lot more focused and slimmer.
Yes.
Like, he looks in shape now.
Yeah.
Where a long time I was like, this dude's playing fat.
He's never had a season of just holding a clipboard. Mm-hmm. Like, that does a lot for a man's maturity.
He looked way slimmer.
He does.
Like, and I think that speaks to what...
And he got eye
Look,
surgery.
yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Now he's got 20/20. Also, the man... Speaking of his slimmer, he's the worst training videos on the internet.
Of all time.
Like, I could create a better training program
Correct.
in my garage
Yes.
for a quarterback.
Yes.
And I don't have the proper tools
At
or
all.
money.
Yeah.
I lowball think that the Saints are doing something that's never been done successfully in the league history. Running a 2-quarterback system.
I don't think
Dude,
you can win with a 2-quarterback system.
no Kizzy. I don't believe you can either, but I
Yeah.
think that's what they're going to do.
Attempt.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think that's where Sean Payton's going.
Oh my
There's
God.
something about Taysom Hill that just gets his feathers so ruffled up.
He loves Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill is 32.
Yeah, I'm aware. I think that they're going to legit be splitting snaps 60 Jameis, 40 Taysom. And if not, they're sharing the field at some points. Wow. I legit think that they're going that direction. Because I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Why would you re-sign Taysom but also re-sign Jameis?
Sure.
And you didn't
If not,
you didn't let
for
Jameis
a
play when
two-quarterback system.
Breeze went down.
Yeah.
I think it's a 2-quarterback system. Oh. And I think it's going to catch everyone off guard this first year. I don't know how long-term success, but I feel like if he could do it successfully in a college, like we've seen some college teams do it.
Uh-huh.
If they do it successfully, they might catch everyone off guard and catch a 11-5 type of year. You know how hard it would be to guard if Taysom's lined up as your H-back?
Sure.
When they have Alvin on the other side?
Sure. You could hand it off to him and he could throw.
I'm saying.
Yeah. Boy, this feels like some backyard football
I
nonsense.
low-key, Sean Payton's that big of a douche. I think he's
Yeah.
looking at it.
Yeah. There's ideas being entertained there in New Orleans.
I think that's crossed their mind multiple times.
I think it might be in the game plan.
Yeah, for 1 year. I like it.
Could be weird.
I would
Could
love
be
it.
weird.
All right, another boom, or should we go bust?
Your call. It's our show. I have full agency.
You have full age.
I have full agency.
I'm gonna go with a boom. Jimmy G booms.
What? I had him on
out
the
of
bus,
box,
bro.
Out of the box. with it.
What?
Look, I think Jimmy G was a good quarterback for a minute. Like
That's the sound bit of the week.
Aside
That's the sound bit
for a
of the
minute
week.
though, for a hot minute, like a full season, he was good. I think here's why I'm saying boom, Billy.
I'm listening.
Can
No,
I be
I'm
honest?
listening.
Can I be honest?
Please be.
On this show,
I wouldn't expect anything less.
with hardly any hesitation, Jimmy Garoppolo is not a bad quarterback. He's average, and people treat him worse than they treat Sam Darnold.
Yeah, they
And
do.
I think it's the point that they're putting him so low that he has nowhere to go but bust. No one's talking about him or boom. Nowhere to go but boom. Everyone's expecting him to fall.
Expectations.
Dude, and I don't know what we can contribute it to, but the Niners win with him. They don't win without him. That's all I know. And I think if Jimmy G stays
off,
healthy,
young
the
king.
Niners are a real Super Bowl threat still. So just in terms on that, I don't care if he only throws for 3,000 yards and less than 20 touchdowns. He's going to take them to the playoffs in a high seed. You got me, and that's a boom to me. Everyone's so down on him. I'm buying stock. I'm buying penny stock right now. And I think the stock needs to be valued at $1. It's
This
at a
is
penny
Tesla
right
in 2012.
I'm saying.
Yeah, bro. Bitcoin in 14.
Where everyone's shitting on it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
Let me get 80 shares.
Yeah. I think that's a boomer.
All right. I don't hate it. It's a weird pick, but I don't hate it.
It makes sense, right, though, because they're putting him so low, and I think
agree.
he's at worst 20th in the league
Okay.
when he's healthy.
Okay. I'm going to take a negative approach. I'm going to take a little bit of a bust.
Okay.
I wouldn't say bust, but I would say
This is bussing.
this is bussing, bro. Those videos are so cringy. Where the guys have like ranch and barbecue sauce all over their shirt.
Bussing. We need to make one of those with something weird.
Like cantaloupe or something.
Smacking on a watermelon.
Melon rendezvous. So this is a fall from grace. I wouldn't say bust, but the Kansas City Chiefs will be taking a step back in 2021.
Yeah.
They're taking a step back.
Yeah.
It's coming. Guys are getting older. Guys are getting overpaid. The defense is depreciating. Tackles are gone. There is no running game still. Watch a step back.
Dog.
Watch.
But a step back to them is 15-1. 15 and or is what 14 or 13-3. That's a step back.
10-6.
I'm saying
10 and
technically
6.
speaking, they were 14-2 last year, and everyone thought they were
I
stepping
didn't
down.
say bust. I did not say
You
bust.
just said bust.
No.
Well, this is a boomer bust category.
okay.
And you
Then I'll go
labeled them as
bust.
going
Then I'll
down.
go bust. Lamar Jackson bust next year. Bust. Bussin'.
Lamar
Bussin'.
Jackson's on my boom list.
You're a fool.
He's gonna boom.
If anyone's been right on quarterbacks, it's me.
Yeah, you have such a great track record.
You
Really?
you
Because
go to
I've
the
been
one.
championing Dak Prescott for years. Now.
Cool. And he couldn't finish the season last year. You would tell me why.
You know, I've also been championing, even when they were backup, Joe Burrow. I'm hot.
I'm hot.
You're
And
the
he
one that
couldn't
says
finish-
Dwayne Haskins over Burrow that
And
last
he
year.
couldn't finish the season too.
Suck it. I picked Burrow. Anywho, that's beside my point. I picked a Heisman winner out of a billion kids. That's like a 1 in a million chance. I
True,
don't
it
know.
is.
I wish I would have bet money. Why would you be betting back then?
You know what the odds
Dude,
would have been?
how-
in like 2013,
My favorite part
what the odds
is that
would have been.
I have those texts still.
Yeah.
Of
Do you?
I don't know.
We gotta look them up.
Yeah,
I'll look them up.
because I may
look
have
'em up.
set up where I deletes after a certain time.
Oh,
But
you're an idiot. I always keep them.
here's my deal. Beginning of last college football season, our buddy, Mr. Keefe, was saying Herbert #1 quarterback, whatever. I said no, Herbert's not a top 5 quarterback, and I gave my list, and no kizzy.
Hey,
I put
dated
Burrow.
July 19th, 2019. Joe Burrow is going to be a dude in the NFL.
Did I say also he's gonna get picked by Herbert? I believe I said that at some point.
No, because that wasn't like the conversation. Dude, we're saying this before the year.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. September 7th, 2019. This is before the
This
breakout
was
year.
By
This
golly
is
gosh,
before the
ignorance.
breakout year.
This was just ignorance to be ignorant. but
Burrow the GOAT. Burrow over Herbert. Burrow the real deal. Burrow bad as hell. Burrow is a winner.
Yep. That's what I called. So my
That's
quarterback
insane.
track record is pretty insane. Anywho, Lamar Jackson booms.
Oh, wait. That's after the season.
Big bust pick of the year.
Man, I have texts about Burrow from 2017.
Yeah, no Kizzy, bro. We've been on this, man.
Yeah, that's insane.
I remember you showing him his Instagram page in Spanish class freshman year of high school.
What year was that?
When he was
14.
a redshirt. You
Yeah,
said
I was
he's the
14.
next dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I love this. Anywho, bus pick of the year,
Bussin'.
and this hurts my heart. Ezekiel Elliott.
Oh, bust like bottoms out. What does
I
bust
think-
look like?
Injured / just not playing, or splitting more than 60-40 with Pollard. So like a 55-45 split would
Got
be.
it.
I just think he's going to get lost in what they're doing on offense. McCarthy's never been a run guy, and
True.
I know he
That's a
tried to
good
make the
point.
point that he's trying to, or like he was like,
Attempting.
I didn't have Ezekiel Elliott back
exactly.
But I just think you don't stray as far away from what you know, and what he knows is passing.
Sure.
What Kellen Mond knows is heavy passing. So, or not Kellen Mond,
Yeah, I
Kellen
was like,
Moore.
what?
Moore, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like Zeke is kind of gonna be just pushed to the side a little bit. And this is what I hope. Like Zeke gets his act together. Like I hope this shows we don't need you anymore. You need to be with this team. I hope.
Man, you hear that ocean breeze in the background?
It's a lovely day out.
Golly, bro. Only us. I could see the ocean.
But I feel like that's a solid pick.
Okay.
Because Zeke really disappoints me. I feel like he just doesn't work hard. I don't think it's a talent thing. I think it's a work ethic thing.
Okay.
100%. Because I think talent-wise, he's top 3 in talent.
Oh, absolutely.
I'd take
Physically
him-
speaking.
Like, I've been saying I would take him over Saquon. I can't say it anymore.
No, you can't say it right now. But I mean, hey, who's to say? Who's to say?
A
Who's
part of
to
me
say?
feels like Zeke's era is kind of coming to an end.
Oh, gosh, that hurts. I was so high on Zeke. Never take
He
a
should have
tailback
been,
at
though.
4. Never take a tailback at 4.
But that was like, it felt like it was kind of normal back then.
It was normal because Gurley went the year before.
Before PFF started putting on all this wizardry. All right.
Black Magic. Bust. Cliff Kingsbury. Bust.
That's a good pick.
Bust. He's
Yeah,
out.
because apparently all veterans think that Cardinals are going to the Super Bowl. I don't know what that's about.
To a degree, I do believe in Kyler Murray.
Yeah, no, I
To a
do.
degree.
I do.
I believe in Kyler Murray. I never agreed with the Cliff Kingsbury hire. He's not a winner.
I haven't either.
He
He's
couldn't
never
win in the
pro-
Big 12 with Patrick Mahomes.
I'm with you there. I think Cliff Kingsbury is a major bust candidate.
Absolutely. He's on. He's
We
gone.
didn't- And
He's gone
I
after
feel like
this
we
year.
both didn't mention him on the hot seat because I feel like just no one really talks about him being on the
Because the media is enamored
in
with
love
all
with
these
his
free agent
beautiful-
signings.
and his beautiful face.
Yes, he is beautiful.
Um,
It's a handsome
I
man.
like that pick a lot.
How about the Patriots drafted him?
Kingsbury?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
play quarterback.
Oh, really?
Sixth
All right.
round draft pick.
All right, let's end this on a happy note.
'Kay.
And the whole episode on a happy note.
All right, let's do
Boom.
it.
Last
Boom.
boom.
What do you got? What do you got written down? Hit me. Drum roll.
Bill Belichick. Boom. Of the year.
So you've hit Cam and Bill in the same segment.
Mm-hmm.
High on the Pats.
I'm high on the Pats.
Okay.
They are sneaky. They're going to be sneaky. And I think much of what I said about the Cam thing, kind of on the flip side, I think that he's going to flip that defense so fast. It's going to make people's heads spin. If he gets JOK or one of the other top defenders, shoot, let Michael Parsons fall to
Oh,
him.
dude, did you see that mocked in Renner's mock?
That's been happening. I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of mocks with that.
I've seen JOK go ahead of Parsons
Let Micah Parsons fall to Bill Belichick.
at 15.
And now that they don't need to address wide receiver, they already fixed it in free agency.
Yeah.
I'm saying I think they are, like, if the Jets weren't in the division, they are worst to first candidates, number one. If the Jets weren't just awful. Like,
Yeah.
I think people are sleeping, and that's the other thing. They're putting Bill so down. All the segments on ESPN and whatnot are saying, "Oh, life ain't so easy without Brady," and the Brady effect of everything.
Sure.
Brady got the best of this one.
Correct.
I think
Last year.
Belichick gets the best of him this year.
Well-
How awesome, Pats Bucks Super Bowl.
Ooh.
I would take the Pats. I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh, no. Buccaneers.
Here's the thing. we know defense is very heavily underrated in Super Bowls. That's why we
Correct.
say defense wins Super Bowls.
Correct.
Why I should have
Wins
went with the Bucks.
championships, yeah. I won that round.
Billy, it was the ignorance in my head that I was like, Patty Mahomes can do it, right? And to be fair to me, Patty Mahomes is not the reason they lost. Like, if I was just betting on Patty, I won.
Oh, sure.
But if I had
But
to
that's not what wins
bet
football
on
games.
drops and Tyreek Hill
22
not
guys
showing
on the
up.
field. 22 guys on the field.
No, that's my fault.
Yeah, I
admit
know.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
If I was betting Bill Belichick versus Brady,
Yeah.
a guy that knows Brady better than
Ooh,
any
that's a good
person
pick.
in
That's a
the
good
league,
take.
I
That's a
would
good
take
take.
Pats over Brady. And I would love it.
I don't hate
For
that.
the cinema alone.
Oh, my. Could you imagine the narratives?
Dude,
the internet would explode.
You know how many Star Wars promo posters
yeah,
of Bill
bro.
Belichick and Brady as like Luke
Sith
Skywalker?
Lord
Yeah.
versus...
I'm saying, bro, the
That'd
cinema.
be sick. That'd be
I'm
sick.
taking Cam.
Be
over
sick.
Brady in that scenario.
I like that. Okay. Go off then.
Low ball, I might say Pats Raiders AFC Championship. I'm not moving off the Raiders.
I can't.
Can't now. I already dug my foot.
Pigeonholed.
Solomon Thomas is Aaron Donald.
I've been saying it. It's the poor man's
Plus,
Aaron
I'm
Donald.
a little bit going to be very closely connected to the Raiders in some capacity next season.
Sure.
It's going to be sick. I haven't told you.
You are a Raiders employee.
To a degree.
To a degree.
But I'm going to be doing some cool things. I'll tell you off there.
Okay, yeah, please do.
Yeah.
All right. I have a boom.
We're so deep. I love talking sports.
Washington football team.
I love it.
Boom!
I'm so upset that we didn't get to mention them all. Curtis
Boom,
Samuel,
boom, boom,
Fitzpatrick.
boom.
If they weren't in my division, I'd buy a jersey right now.
William Jackson.
Dude.
Boom.
And I hope like they get like a Trey Lance or something to sit behind.
Oh,
Be sauced up.
Oh.
But don't pull Tua and sit Fitzpatrick.
Please.
Let Fitzmagic work his way
Yeah.
out by himself.
Agreed.
Let him do himself again.
yes. Like he's shown time and time again.
Like I never understood the Tua thing. Like, you know, at some point Fitzpatrick will bench himself. Like
it's going to happen.
Like, just let it happen naturally.
It's happened.
Yeah.
Like how many times in his career? Well, every stop he's made so far. What was it? 9 teams and 9 seasons.
What is this?
It was
This is like his second NFC team ever.
crazy.
Yeah, he's stuck in the AFC.
I guess. But, I mean, dude's bounced around his entire career. I like the gunslinger thing. Ron Rivera's the homeboy, bro. I love Ron Rivera.
I'll tell you what, for fantasy options, pick up Curtis Samuel, pick up Terry McLaurin.
yesterday. Pick up
They're
Curtis
gonna,
Samuel
especially in leagues
yesterday.
that bonus big plays.
Yes.
Pick up Washington football
Both
team
of them.
players. No K's.
Antonio Gibson out of the backfield.
No kidding.
That defense
Ren
just
Sheriff's
got
still there.
stronger.
Chase Young in his second year.
Ooh, Montez Sweat, Jonathan Allen,
Boy.
Ryan Kerrigan,
Imagine
Landon Collins.
Imagine, say, all the top
William
quarterbacks get
Jackson.
drafted early, like
Uh-huh.
top 6, and Washington team doesn't get a chance at them.
pick up like JOK or
Yeah,
something.
or Micah
Oh.
Parsons or somebody.
Ugh.
That'd be so nasty.
I'm seeing Trayvon Moehrig mocked there a lot, which I like.
I like that. He's a very good hybrid.
Because then it allows Landon Collins to come up, fill the box. Then you can have Trayvon Moehrig be the, kind of blanketed safety. So, no,
100%.
dude, I love it, bro. I love it. I'm all in on the Washington football team, baby.
I would be too if I wasn't a Cowboys fan.
Boom, boom, boom.
Washington Wombats. Hashtag Washington Wombats.
Hashtag bring marsupial advocation
To the NFL.
to the NFL.
All right. This has been Hardly Any Hesitation
As
Sports. Episode 41.
Bad.
Check us
Go
out
boom.
on Instagram, Hardly Any Hesitation. YouTube at HAHcast, or Hardly Any Hesitation as well. Twitter at HAHcast.
Yep. Patreon.
Check out our t-shirts. They're pretty sick.
Teespring. We're rocking some right now.
I will say this. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
It's
love you.
We're growing every week, and
I
that
love
makes
you.
me so happy.
I love you.
I don't
Not
know
you,
who's
the
listening.
fans.
I would like someone to. If you made it this far, can you please just text me?
Please.
Like, I don't care if it's just a smiley face. I
Yeah.
want to know who's listening.
Sure, same. Hundreds of millions of listeners.
No, but for real though.
Yeah,
like,
no,
I'm so,
honest.
every time I ask someone to, no one ever.
No
texts
one
me.
ever DMs me.
So are they just making fun of us behind our backs?
DM us
because it
at
feels like
Hardly Any Hesitation on Instagram. DM.
I'll have you on the
Hardly
show.
Any
I'll buy you a
Hesitation.
pizza.
Sure. You want a gift card? Deal.
Deal.
All right. Well, anyways, this has been Hardly Any Hesitation. As always, I'm Fro.
I'm so.
And we'll catch y'all, baby birds, next episode. Peace out, Growler Bears. Keep it real. Hardly Any Hesitation.